Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Felicia. Please subscribe. It's free to support the channel. So I'm going on a trip to South Carolina, making a we're flying into North Carolina, making a pit stop, and then flying or driving into South Carolina. So I have to do my wash care routine. You know, you try to preserve your hair for as many days as possible so you don't have to wash it while you're out of town. Also, I'm in Florida, but we're flying into colder weather and I'm not bringing my blow dryer, so I really want to avoid having to redo my hair while I'm there. So the products I'll be using for today, this is my holy grail. If you haven't tried this, I don't care your hair texture, this is such a good detangler, such a good leave-in. It's very lightweight, so it's good for my low density and fine hair girlies out there. But if you have thicker hair, it's good as a detangler, and you can also, you know, throw a cream on top of it. This is the Kinky Curly Knot Today. I get it at Target or Walgreens. I find that it's cheaper at Target by like a couple bucks. So, but Target always seems to be out. So definitely check your Walgreens. They do also carry a shampoo, which I haven't tried of this brand, and I have tried their gel. I do like their gel, but it's weird. The gel doesn't pair so well with the leave-in all the time. I don't know, but I did come across this new gel. I heard about this years ago and the gel was out when I went to go purchase it, so I decided to try this, and I don't think I'm ever going back. This stuff is so amazing. It's the Curly Magic Curl Stimulator by Uncle Funky's daughter. It has seen better days, please excuse me, but this thing pairs so well. It smells like lemongrass. It's so slimy. Forgive me, that sounds horrible, but it's so slippery, as well as this, and they don't provide that like sticky white cast. You know, when you mix some products, they don't blend well. These two mix very well, and this provides a decent hold. At least for my curl texture, I like something light but that still holds. And as long as I like, you know, put a silk wrap on my hair at night, this holds up pretty well. Those are my styling products. For shampoo, I'll be using this. This has also seen better days. I'll be using this 100% virgin coconut oil daily hydration shampoo from Shea Moisture. I've been using this for years. I get the big bottles once in a blue moon at Sam's Club or sometimes at Marshall's, but I don't know if I trust it coming from Marshall's. I don't know. I've heard horror stories about how they receive their products. This thing is disgusting, excuse me. But also you can find the smaller bottles at, like, I believe Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Target, etc. But I love this, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. When I was really into my curly hair routine, you know, a few years back before I had my kids, I would use the conditioner and then I would deep condition once a week. This seems to be moisturizing enough for my hair alone. I actually get compliments from my hairdresser saying that my hair is super soft and manageable, and all I use is this shampoo like 90% of the time. If I'm feeling frisky, I might deep condition. If I'm feeling like I'm having a dry day, I might use the matching conditioner. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, maybe 10 times out of 10, I'm just using the shampoo. So anyways, let's get into it. Okay, so my hair is washed nice and clean. I didn't record that part because it's self-explanatory. I flipped my head over the tub. I lathered just my scalp twice with the Shea Moisture coconut shampoo. And as I said before, I did not condition. My hair does just fine with just shampooing with a moisturizing shampoo. Otherwise, I have super fine, low density hair. It gets weighed down. I used to do like conditioning, deep conditioning, creams, and I would get so much buildup, and my hair was just always so weighed down. So I like the feel of how my hair is. It doesn't get like that soppy, wet, like greasy, heavy feeling, and it seems to last longer when it's not over moisturized. So I went ahead and wrapped my hair in a cotton towel or microfiber, just depending on what I have. So I only do that just so it doesn't drip everywhere. My hair's pretty naughty. It's been up in a bun for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm gonna be honest with you. So the first thing I'll do is put in my detangler or my leave-in. I use it as a, well, it's a natural leave-in detangler. I use it as both, to be honest. So I use just that much for my whole head. And once I have that rubbed in, I use more throughout my sections. Oh, and I'm going through postpartum, so my hair sheds crazy. We won't even show that. That's embarrassing. So rub that through my hair, and I take this Caraco brush I got from Target, and I just start at my ends, and as gently as I can work my way up. I can also wet my hair as I go if I want more slip, more moisture. The product a little goes a long way with me because, as I said, my hair is fine. And this is just because my hair is so knotty. I can't even split it into sections right now if I wanted to. So I do one side, flip it over, and do the same thing to the other side. And by the time I do this, it's mostly detangled. And then from there, I can split it into sections. Try not to rip my hair out, just if I feel like caught, I just pull back and reinsert lower and then work my way higher. But yeah, so the amount of hair I lose is crazy. I'm also taking iron supplements to increase my iron, and then, you know, just dealing with the postpartum. So then at this point, I can split my hair in halves and finish detangling. I like this brush because it's flexible, so it doesn't pull your hair really bad. So make sure you get the top, the back, underneath. See, there's some knots underneath. Okay, other side. I'll be back when this side is done. Okay. Sometimes I style my hair damp if I want a really fluffy look, if I don't care about it lasting. But as I said, since I'm traveling, I want it to last, so I need it really wet for definition. So I learned this technique from somebody on YouTube, or was it Instagram? I forget, but I split my hair in a section like this, and I wet it. The ends are more wet than the roots, so I just focus on the roots and the mid shaft, and then, you know, the water will drip down. I take a little bit more leave-in, not a lot. Really, I put more gel than leave-in. I just need a thin coat of this to keep it moisturized. I rake it in. And brush it through. You can also, for this part, sometimes I use a Denman brush, but we'll do that. Then I'll split it in a section again. Clip this up, and I'll go in with one pump of gel. Sometimes I'll use my wide tooth comb, or I'll just rake out the clumps with my fingers. Take that section down. Take a pump of gel, a whole pump. Maybe I'll split it in half. And then rake out those clumps. while I have that layer exposed, I'll take another pump and scrunch. You hear the wetness? That's how you know you have enough water. And if you see frizz in your hair, that means add more water. Like, you see there's a little bit of frizz. You can add more water, like the roots, and just squeeze. It helps with definition. And then later on, we'll separate those clumps. This is my super lazy girl routine. So then I take a triangle at the top of my head. And I do the same thing for this middle layer. So I'm gonna do that same technique for this middle layer, and I'll come back when I do the top. Okay, so I did about 3 to 4 sections in the midsection, sprayed water as I went, put a little bit more leave-in as a whole, well, in 2 sections, and then split it in 3 to 4 sections and did a pump of gel in each section, brushed it through, raked it, and then separated it and sprayed more water and then scrunched it. So this part, I put forward, take one section like this, spray, I take up literally like a pea size, maybe 2 pea sizes for the leave-in. Brush it. Ooh. Snagged it a little bit. Gotta be gentle. Brushed it through. Take about almost a full pump. This is a smaller section, so I mean I could use a full pump or like half a pump, but it depends on how long I want it to last. I kind of want it to last a long time, so I did half a pump, so I'll probably do another half of a pump. Do a full pump. Brush it through. Also up here, I really want definition in the top, so I might split this. Brush. Get close to the root as you can. Brush. Brush upward. You don't want it to lay against your scalp. I'm gonna do a few more sections, maybe 1, 2 more sections, and then I'll show you when I get to the front part. Okay. So I have this little piece left, and my hair's curlier around my face. I normally lay my head to this side, so I'm focusing it there. So I already put the leave-in. I'm gonna take that much gel. And you wanna smooth the roots. My hair's super curly right here. So I'm smoothing it down, running the rest of the gel down the shaft. So you want to bring the brush as close to your root as possible. Okay. And then for me, I style everything up, but for this, I'm gonna style it back. I kind of just grab my fingers. And if you feel it's frizzy, like my hair's so frizzy, I'll put a little bit more gel and smooth it like this. Not too much because I don't want to get flaky over the next few days. So smooth it like that, and then whatever gel's left on my hands and put it around the perimeter. And I take an old toothbrush. I have a few laying around, and the bristles are always dry from the gel, so I sometimes add water or whatever gel's left on my hands and just brush these baby hairs down in the sides. I don't ever really do too much baby hairs. I like it to look natural, and then sometimes I might smooth that back, but right now it's looking good, so I might not touch it. But if you see, like, if it's getting frizzy or whatever, you can always finger coil some of these pieces or add a little bit more gel towards the front or separate. I might separate and smooth. Okay. And then I let it dry until it's about halfway dry. Then I'll flip it back and forth. I'll diffuse it back and forth, upside down, and scrunch it as I go. I try not to disrupt the curls until it's 100% dry. I'll come back later and show you how I diffuse a little bit. All right, I'm back. So it's been a couple of hours. My hair is about 50% of the way dry. It's more wet in the back and at the root. So what I did was I went in, and any pieces around my face that were like separating or frizzy, I took a little bit of gel with some water in my palm and just like finger curled those. And I clipped this back just so it would dry flat and frizz-free right there. And I dried it without a part, so then that way there's like no harsh parts in my hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Revlon, nothing fancy, Revlon dryer with a diffuser attachment. I'm going to hover over my roots, dry those, and then I can dry my ends. And while I dry my ends, I'll gently break the cast as it's drying. The reason I let my hair dry a little bit before blow drying is so that it doesn't dry, because if I don't let it dry some, it's gonna dry like this, and it's gonna be hard to separate and make it fluffy. If I just blow dry it like this, it'll be stuck like this. So I let it, you know, dry a little bit, and then I go in and diffuse. So again, I'll do the crown of the roots, and then towards the end, I'll start flipping and blow drying so that I'm not disturbing and causing friction and making my hair frizzy. Oh, and I have it on hot. So I normally do medium or hot depending on how fast I need it dried. I need to go to sleep soon. So I'm gonna do hot and low hot setting. So I'll go ahead and do this motion for like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll come back when I start flipping and fluffing. Okay, it's a good way of the way dry. So at this point I start drying it how I want it to lay. I don't want it to lay flat here in the back. I don't want it to be too poofy here, so I kind of avoid drying that part upside down, but I dry underneath upside down, and back here I concentrate upside down. And then I can start incorporating the scrunching as I go. Okay, I see a few pieces around my face that are pretty separated, like these here. They're like super thin and stringy. I will go in and clump those with some water and finger curl them, and then I will finish blow drying and scrunching, and I'll come back when it's dry. All right, you guys, these are the results. I went in and just separated some of the big clumps. My hair's still like 2% wet, but it's okay. I want it to fluff out a little bit, so I'm gonna let it finish air drying. I also went in upside down and just picked like the bottom half and then the back right here. Again, not disturbing the framing of the face. So I will take my silk scarf and just put my hair back like this. And I'll put my hair back like this. And just wrap my scarf around my head and just sleep like that. Sometimes I put it upside down, but then I notice the bottom gets really stretched, and I rather the top, because the frame of my face is the curliest, so I rather stretch it down like that and smooth this down. So yeah, if you have any questions or you have similar hair and need any advice, feel free to drop some comments below. Again, please subscribe. It's free to support the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.